All right. Hopefully everything is working. Should be updating. Looks good. Looks good. Hopefully. We'll see how this all works out. Yeah, a little bit early. A little bit early. All right. So let's talk about what we're doing. Alright, so we've got a bunch of things set up. I had some things that I was playing around with that we had to change. And for the most part, we've got a good amount of the initial stuff of the ship in. I've done a little bit more work on the ship itself. We've got the second turret in down here. I have a custom bob turret running down below, which I actually need to change a little bit. And then we've added some lateral thrusters to both sides of the hangar. And we've made some changes on the interior of the hangar just because of the things that we've been changing. Oh, got chunky. Something big spawned in. Let's see. All right, so we now have advert. Let's head down. We haven't really done a whole lot on the interior space. One of the few things that I did is did I put, where is it? I put, I've got a timing block in here, and that's just because we could. We've got a couple of things that are going on at least. Let's see here. We'll make our way forward. I still want to change these out for actual stairs. Oh, okay. So coming down into here, let's do this on this side, because this one's got the little chamber set up. I still haven't set up the doors on the other side. I don't remember if this area is pressurized right now. It should be, but it looks like it's not. All right. So is that because you are set to depressurize? Okay, so we can turn that feature off. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and let it work on that and turn you on so that you help pressurize to get this thing filled a little bit faster. All right, so just getting the setup stuff done. And I think we're going to end up with this actually ending up being the backside of the ship that we're building. So let's go over to here. And I don't have any steel plates. Would help if I had some. Let's grab. Yeah, that's good. Grab a couple of those and oh, nice. Now I want the consumables group. Let's move all this stuff over. Been making a bunch of ammo. And I should have quite a bit of it now. Should be good, yeah. Alright. So we have a little over 1,000 rounds of ammo with the way that I've been burning through it. That is not going to last very long. Alright. So I want construction components. You are just scrap. Alright, so I need... So I will hit Yes, you're the one. Okay. You know, we're just gonna tell it. We're gonna have all of these guys queue up for, you know, like 1,000 of each of these things. That way, as it comes in, the system. You're already queued up for everything. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, so yeah, that's basically as things come in, we'll have it all getting filtered out. Okay, so for what we need now, I actually need to get real stuff in production here. You know what? No, station. I want the station assembler, and we're gonna have like 2,000 of those queued up. Hey, look at that! And our first silencing victim of the day. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those days so far. So welcome to the stream, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Happy Valentine's Day for those who are spending some time with that special someone, and, well, happy Valentine's Day, even if you're not. Oh, man. All right. Okay. So that should get us going for parts, right? We're actually going to extend this back, or I should say we're going to extend this forward, because this whole thing is going to grow out a bit. I'm not exactly sure how much, but it is going to grow a bit. Hey Zach, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. All right. So what I'm thinking is we're going to change up the design that we originally had been working on a little bit. All right. And so what I want to do is I want something that's going to give me a bit more room. At least a little bit of space to play around with, because I need to build in a airlock system. And so what I'm thinking is that we'll end up with something that's basically a fairly large compartment that'll have a little bit of area to sit down in, so you'll be able to bring passengers with you. And I'm thinking this is going to be basically the back wall of it. Oh, do I want to start worrying about hydrogen, though? Hey, well, congrats on getting the stitches out. I'm glad to hear that it healed up. Now you just have to keep it clean for the next 2 weeks, right? But jokes aside, glad to hear you were able to get the stitches out, man. Oh, all right. So today's going to be pretty relaxed. We're basically just working on the new ship. And okay, so if we do that, I'm going to put 2 large reactors on it, 2 small grid large reactors in, because we're going to put shields on this thing, obviously. And I want 2 medium cargo containers, specifically just for handling ammo. And if we happen to get loot, you know. Hey Jake, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Plan a full base and small grid infrastructure. I've done that, and I'll never do that again. Oh, it was a nightmare doing that. Oh my word, was that a nightmare. If I was in creative mode, maybe. But yeah, no, it is great because you can build a lot of detail into your structures without having to use blocks. I mean, or without having to use, like decoration blocks. Especially with all the blocks that are available now. But yeah, no. Oh. Alright. So what I'm thinking is we have a choice, right? I want to put... let's go bring up the doors instead. There's a couple of different things that we could do here. We could use the rotary airlock doors, which have a small grid equivalent, but that's a 5x5 block on small grid. We can use the hatches, which might be a thing, or we can use the sliding door. All right, so let me show you the difference in the size. We were talking about these last week. So this one is a 5x1, right? And these are also 5x1. But the door opens on that hinge, so it could open in or open out depending on which way you're facing it. Shit, 2 million blocks placed. Yeah, that would be yeah. I will say it was before they put in the block limits the last time I did it, and so they didn't have all of the normalization and stuff in. And yeah, that was not a fun experience. Well, it was a fun experience, but it's just not something I would duplicate. I am really tempted to just go ahead and put something like this in, just because they are fun to have. So the big thing is that these are 5x5, and these guys are 5x4, I believe. So they are a little bit smaller. I could actually recess this into the hole a bit. See, I'm kind of wanting to do the these guys. Let's see. It would be nice if they had these in a group. Boarding ramp. All right, so you're the small ramp. You're the big ramp. Okay, definitely don't want that. And you are the hatch ramp. Don't want you, that's too damn big. I think that's too much for this. See, because what I was thinking, one of the things that I had thought about was actually have this forward facing, so that it would be, like here. So the ramp would drop down, you'd walk in, and then you'd have, you go forward to the seat or whatever, and then you have back here, you'd have your mechanicals. I mean, I think it is a 45, right? So I could build that in. And then on the other side, we could either have another hatch. Oh, we could do asymmetrical. We could do an asymmetrical build. So if I went with, say, no, I went there or there? I think I went there, because if I do that there, we then end up with enough room on either side to walk down the hallway. Alright, so if we do this, I'm really hesitant to do this because this is a lot of material. Alright, so okay, that goes. Let's take a look and see. File components. We're going to weld this up really quick. Yeah, they can. I mean, it's one of those, you just kind of have to balance everything. You're what, a half block high? Yeah, you're about a half block high. I think the big thing to remember with the small grids is that when you're building them is to basically use decoration blocks wherever you can. That'll help. And build in sections. Like, don't let the build get away from you. I know that's kind of ironic coming from me, but that is a shame that it sits back so far. Alright, so we need to get some power on this thing. Unfortunately, I don't really have the ability to just throw batteries on here and grind them back down. Alright, so if we come up, we'll have hallway here. Because what I'm thinking is I don't know if I can get a block in here. Well, I can't get a block in there. Okay. Can I get a block above it? No. Alright, so that actually means that this one needs to be the wall. So that actually needs to go over one. So let's grab that. So this ends up being one wider than I was expecting, but that's not a huge issue. We're just marking the wall area here. All right. Grind that down really quick. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing small ships go large style builds, you're generally doing that because you want something that you're got a little bit more room in than just a cockpit. But you know, I've seen people do small grids go large and it have very little internal usable space. They just did it because they wanted the detailing level. So if we do that, that means. See, I think that this ramp is just too big for this thing. Because what we're going to end up needing to do is add 2 of these so that we can have that be a wall. I would love for that. Can I get, actually, can I do that? Because if I can do that. Let's come around on the front so I can grab a hold of it. We'll drop off all of our scrap. There we go. I was gonna say I just built a bunch of construction components. I know I didn't burn through them already. So we've got that, and then what I'm thinking here is that because we have the new plates, what are they called? Panels. We can put heavy armor panel in on the bottom, and these are airtight, so we can get away with doing this. Oop. Come on. There. And that'll make that airtight. This becomes a wall space. And you then go up, and that'll basically follow that line. The question is that airtight on that side? And I don't know if it is. All right. So you're going to end up with something basically along these lines. And then I'll probably do something like this. Bring that over. It's because these are 5x, so that's 3. Rotate you around like so. And then we'll end up doing this in reverse. And that may drop down to there, I think. Something like this. I may even just go ahead and bring that. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and do that and bring it in and square it up. And a couple more of you. And so you end up with something like this. Like I said, this is going to be more of a medium ship build, not necessarily a small ship. So I'm not too worried about it. Now, I may end up doing a full-on, you know, battleship style build. And for you, I think... How do I want to do this? See, ideally I would do that, but then we have an open gap here. So we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's airtight on the side block or not. Giving Space Engineers, I'm doubting it is, but hey Shimagami, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright. Okay, so that gives us an entry into the ship. Have some room here, so I'm thinking if we want to make sure that this is airtight, we go one block here. Let me bring this back. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 5. Right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down. Which means you should be there. No, I was off by 1. Alright, and then what we do here is we put, let's flip you that way. I mean, I could actually save some space by bringing that over, which might not be a bad idea. If we bring that over to, say, there, maybe even there. Let's see how that looks. So the doors have a weird oxygen area where they're airtight, where they're sometimes airtight on the face. So you come up and there'll be a door here. Because then that means we can put a wall there. You're going to come in this way to there. That might be a little tight of a fit for walking through there. I mean, I know the character model will fit in there. That's not the issue. And then maybe we have like some windows or something back here where you can see the reactor room, because we're going to put the reactors on one side and I think we'll put the cargo on the other. So I'm thinking this will be the engineering area. Actually, that might be cargo. We might put cargo over here. Alright, and You are going to be effectively where the outer edge is on that side. Okay. And you're what, 5 tall? Okay, and then that comes back. To there-ish. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to count over from 3, and that's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be the outer edge. I don't know what we're going to do with this yet, so we'll open that back up. You are also going to come out 2 blocks.
Energy critical.
Bring that forward. Oop. There we go. Alright, so now if we bring you back. Ah, crap. And then that's going to come back here. We have to fill all this in. Alright, so that actually ends up giving us a pretty good amount of space. Let's see here. So you at least are going to be up to here-ish. That's going to come across. And obviously we're going to lose a good portion of this because we're going to mirror what we have on the other side. So from here on, it's basically going to go up. We'll cut this out here in a second. All right. Okay, so yes. Okay. And that is actually, we're going to do that. And let's go ahead and get these in. Okay, that came out odd then. Let's see if we can get this working the way I'm wanting it to work here. So
no energy.
Crap. All right. And I put nothing over here. Oh, wrong ladder. All right. Let's head over here for a second, pick up some power. Yeah, I know, I can build a seat. It would have been faster, but we'll do that in a second. I have to go get power anyway because I have to weld the seat up. And there we go. Get some sleep back at the same time, right? Hey, look at that. And just in time for me to do that. And that. There we go. Okay. Now we head back down this way. We'll grab, I'm just gonna grab a passenger seat. That's fine. I want the small grid equivalent of that. Ah, crud. I'm a bit tired today, so I'm messing things up. Let's grab that. Grab that. We'll go. Of course, having done that, see, told you, I'm tired. All right. You get added. There we go. Grabbing a small grid version of the seat only works if there's power on the small grid. All right. Oh, where's I gonna put the seat? We're just gonna strap it down in here somewhere. You know what? Let's do it up here so it's out of the way a bit. There you go. Need a cool breeze while we're sitting there. Oh. All right. So if we're doing that, you over there, so that block is half a block back. So yeah, it should be on that line then. All right, so I was right the first time. Okay. So you go to there. To there. To there. And to there. Come on. All right. Which means all of this comes out. And that's all going to go away at some point. And you come across there, yeah? And that should mostly match up. Actually. Ah, crap. All right. Ever had one of those days? All right. So up one, over one, up one, over one. It's all tied together now. Finally, I have more scrap in my inventory than I need. You're going to come out of here because we're going to replace you with the ramps. Or I should say the slopes. There. Alright, and then on this side, this gets closed in. And I'll show you what we're going to do in here in a second. Alright, so what we want is we're going to build this out as an intake for our thruster system. At least graphically, that's what it should look like when we're done. And so I want you to come back. So we're going to do there. Alright, so you're going to be here to here to here. That should keep what we need where we need it. Alright. And I'll show you why we're doing this in a second. Because you're going to be there. Yeah. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to play around with the blast doors for a second. We are going to have, drop those out. I want the edge doors, or door edges, I should say. Those are going to come up one. And so we've got as you can tell, a little bit of a buffer area back there. There's a little bit of space behind it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some lights down in back behind that, all of that. And what that will allow us to do is to give a little bit of depth to it. Without actually sacrificing a whole lot of room. Alright, so we close that off. Oh, itchy nose. Alright, so you come out of there. I might actually end up putting stuff back in there. But what I'm thinking is that anything that we have that's single blocks that we need, like programmable blocks, timer blocks, things like that, those will all go in here. Maybe even put in some display systems. And then behind it, what we're going to do is we'll have our engineering section over here. And then we'll have cargo tied to this side, I think. So that gives us... I'm going to bring... 3... Let's bring the door back to there, I think. So now we'll do... We're going to do the internal doors again, the little sliders. To there, thank you. Oh, I forgot we can do offset doors on small grids now. We don't have to use this anymore. I mean, they take... pardon me. They take the same amount of room. But I think for the engineering section, I think I want this door. We'll do that. And this will just give us basically our interior spaces. I'll probably do windows over here. I'm thinking like maybe the 2x1s. In fact, how do I want to do... Because we're going to sculpt this out, I think. I know we're going to sculpt the roof in. And for the roof, I'm probably going to keep it simple and just go... something like this. That's what I'm thinking for the roof. Just to give us a little bit of an arched headway in here. And the cockpit's going to be up here. So we'll have our boarding, we'll have intake. We'll end up with our thrusters outside on the back side here. And the question is where are we going to run? I mean, center lining the cargo would make the most sense, honestly. Because then I could have it just pipe directly, have a connector pipe directly into the top. But what I may do... I don't know, even if I do the connector on the floor, it's going to make more sense to have it center lined. Alright, we'll figure it out. But I am leaning towards cargo being on this side. I mean, I could actually... Given what everything is, if I move the door forward, I could have cargo here, cargo there, and that way we have one cargo center lined and tied into the other cargo system. Yeah, I'm generally a huge fan of the keep it simple. But, you know, you never know. Oh, we're gonna pipe in DACA. Don't worry about that. There is going to be so much DACA on board that the orcs will be impressed. Okay. Because I will tell you right now, this thing's it will have rail cannons, and it's going to have the actual cannons on board as well, the auto cannons. And I'll probably have a couple of turrets on it too, like auto turret. Like I said, this is mostly thrusters back here. Let's go. And we're going to use the new thrusters. I like these things. They just look cool. I'm gonna double these guys up. So I'm thinking, let's go bring this in. Because these things are, how wide are they? They're too wide. 3 tall and should be 4 long. Yeah, so it's 2 by 3 by 4. I only really care about this orientation. I want this up there, maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to take it up 1. I mean, I guess I could do it there. So that's 1, 2. That gives me room for the armor. So yeah, we'll take it up 1. All right. So if we do that, we got. That's the center line of the ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That actually works out pretty good because we can do this. Leave a space. And we do that. And then on the other side, we will bring it in 2. Leave a space. And so we end up with thrusters. Need you mounted up. 1 block. I need 1 more block up. All right. All right. So you guys are going to be there, there. On this side, you'll be there and there. Right, and since we have that many large thrusters, and then we'll have we'll do some greebling on it, and we'll armor shroud these up and everything, get them all in there. Yeah, in real engineering. There's a lot of things I would do in real engineering that I would not do in space engineers, and vice versa. Now that we have those actually mounted, what I may end up doing is we'll probably end up doing something where we will rip this kind of stuff out to greeble it up. But what I want to do for right now is get a simple box in place so we know where our interior spaces are. So we're going to bring this back to here. And I'm just going to put a little railing in. And basically what this does is while I'm running around inside the ship, it keeps me from basically walking outside the lines. Just makes things a little bit easier to deal with. And I'll probably end up doing something on this side as far as like a window or something is concerned, because I want to do the same thing on this side where I have basically a little window looking out. So if I put the door there, so what I'm trying to do is figure out where does it make sense to have the doors. Because where I place the doors will very much factor into where do I have access room for things to go. So I think we are actually going to move this door forward. So that's 3. If I do the other door, oh, see, yeah, that makes that 1 block difference matters. All right. And then this is basically a room space. I mean, I could get away with making all of this one big room and then put a wall here. That might be a thing. And then this becomes a utility area. Maybe. We might do that, actually. Because that opens up... That actually does open up quite a bit of room for us. The problem is that the cargo then... If I put cargo here in the middle, let me show you here. If we put a medium cargo block in, I need enough room to be able to walk around it, right? And if we want to put a connector on it, it's either going to be up or down, which actually works either way. Because I could sink cargo down into the floor 1 block. If those are 3 by 3, we're looking at a 5-space interior. So I could actually do connector in the floor, cargo, second cargo block, connector on the roof, which would give me 8 high on a 7 high block. So yeah, we sink the cargo down. Actually, sink the connector down 2. I mean, I could even put... I could actually make this habitation and make this engineering cargo in the middle, centerlined aft. So if I was going to do cargo back here, we'd end up with a hole here. Alright, and then I would want that way. So that's 1 block. 1 block down. Where do I want to go, forward and aft? I think I'd go forward aft with it. Because then we say, where's my little conveyor? I mean, I could even do the conveyor splitter. Let's go conveyor. So we'll put that in there. That's just for piping ammo. I can't really do anything on that side, but that's okay, because if we're going to take this out, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to put a door in here. We're going to actually put the center mount door in. So instead of having the offset door, we can then do that door. And then that comes through this way. That becomes a small reactor room. Okay, so how big is our reactor? Alright, so you're not an insignificant device, right? I think if we mount you up 1, can I actually get 2 of those in? Those are what, 3 by 3, right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can almost get 2 of those in there. Or we can put 2 in here, have them all piped together. And what we can do on this cargo container, since we have the other one piped through one way, we can pipe this one in this way. Make sure, yeah. And then that gets us through the wall here And I'm thinking just to do a little bit of pre-greebling here. Come on. There we go. We do something like this, just to pre-greeble it up a little bit. And then you go like so. And I need you guys are the ones I want. Right? No. That's the exact opposite of what I want. Okay. I want that one. That one. And I have realized, because of the number of weapons I have on board. Come on. Ugh. I need you to go that way. No. Alright, so you need to go that way. And that way. There it is. Okay. I say, because of the number of guns I have on board, I actually don't need to really worry about what's going on outside. Here, I'll show you. Let's head back in. Who are you shooting at now? So the guppy is running away. The defense ships that came in to protect him were shot down. And I didn't even have to go use my railguns. So, yeah, I'm not going to complain. Yeah. Also helps that I now have a station shield online, and most things shoot at the station first, so... Ah! Missed it. Oh, this game's getting chunky. I think we've got a little too much going on in the game right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the T. And when that's done... There's the pie. Okay. Didn't the T... I thought the T gave us more... I guess not. The soup is the stuff I really want, but I don't have any meat. And the damn tofu doesn't count, apparently. I was very sad to find out that the tofu system, the tofu meat replacement, didn't count as meat as far as the game is concerned. All right. Reactors. Okay, we got you. So we can put that in there, but I think I want, because you're a 5x, so if I bring you through and we mount you that way, so if we do that, how about, do I want a conveyor? I think I want a conveyor junction there. I think I want it facing that way. And we'll do another one. I'm going to do 2 there just because that gives us another area where that thing can come through. And do I want to greeble this side too? I think we'll greeble this side of it. But I'm not going to worry about the other side, because you're not really going to be able to get back in here to see it. I mean, I guess if we're going to do it, let's go ahead and do it. And that means you guys are going to come out. I mean, it wasn't like you guys weren't going to come out of there anyway, but... Alright, so if we do that... And we'll come back through and do the other facing. I'm not too worried about it right this second. Right, so now we're going to go from there. you're going to come forward on conveyors. So that'll be a space we can mount light in here. You're going to come through that way to conveyor, to conveyor. It'd be nice if there was a different texture on one of these, like if you flipped it this way. But that'll work. Alright, so that gets us a reactor room. We've got an area that we can put our computers in, timing blocks in, etc. We have a way in. We have our cargo system. And down here. So there's going to be basically a layer of skin over this, basically an armor layer on here. And we want a connector that we're going to place there, which will allow us to have any parts that we need coming in. Oh, you know what we can put on the other side? We can put Bob. Actually, we can put Bob on top. See, because if we do that, we can put small grid Bob on board. So if we do one of those, that gives us, actually we're going to do 2. Do I want to do 2? Yeah, I'm going to do 2. And then what we can do is we can put a, we can either put a connector on it or we can put a turret on it, because that'll be the armor layer. And then for this one, I think we're going to go ahead and do the same thing that we did on the other side, like for the hallway. I think we're going to bring this up like that. And then that means we can take that out now. I want you, we're going to basically flip that. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and do this. And then you guys are going to be the half blocks down either side. And then we're going to have an area in here, I think, where we're going to end up with, I think it's going to be here. I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second. Alright, and for this one, we're going to basically flip that from there to there, and you will be a full block. Let's go ahead and get back down in here, and that way we can have a light right there. And then the rest of this is just going to be the half blocks all the way back. I'll probably sneak a light. Since we have the space in here, I'll probably sneak a light in here somewhere. Not sure where. I guess I really don't actually have that much room in here, do I? I have some space under the conveyors. I could do it in there maybe, like down here under the floor. That might not be a bad idea. Actually, are the light panels? Those are large. Oh, those are small grid. But yes, if those are small grid, that's even better. Okay. That makes it easier. So we can do that. And then what we'll do is we'll have the light panel 2, 3, 4. Because you're 3 by 3, so you're in by 1, so it's 1, 2, 3. So we put 1 there, put one there. We get basically underfloor lighting for these guys. Okay. And I think that should do most of it. And over here, I think we're going to do our batteries then. Don't need any more reactors. I might put another reactor in. Warfare batteries. See, these things just look cool. I mean, look at that. Those just, they look so much better. I might even actually use these as part of the surface area of Greebling. Like I might have them hang out like that a little bit on either side. I mean, I could even stack these up. Since we've got so much room here, what I could do is I could center line a couple of batteries. Like so. And I'm thinking here in the middle, eventually we'll have some batteries in here basically filling in the spot. So we'll have a battery here and another one above it. Which means you guys... Okay. You're piped through to the side. You're piped through forward and aft, but you're down below. Okay, that should work. And again, we're just basically getting some of the framework done here. And I'm actually out of blocks. Knew that was going to happen at some point. All right. So we're going to drop that stuff off. Let's actually drop everything that we're not actively using. Grab some plates. Yeah, that's actually good. All right, so what do you think? Should we turn Bob on, let him get started on this? Get this thing welded up here a little bit. Are the new batteries airtight? Yes, actually. They should be. Surprisingly, not getting a notice on them. Let me check here. Resistance. Access functional owner. If I go that way. 30 of 42 faces are airtight. So I am assuming that the sloped corner isn't airtight. Which is one of the reasons why I was doing them that way. Basically, we'll have some armor behind it. If you're 3 by, I'd like to bring that down one more. So it'll hang down just a little bit. Let's go like that. This is always questionable. Always questionable. Alright, let's go that way. So if we do, I don't want them to go any lower than that, but I think I want it there. Yeah, we'll go there. We can go 1. We'll go down 1. And then what I'm thinking is maybe have you there. Do we want to do the one there? How does that look? That might look a little janky. I think I want to go that way with it. The old batteries don't have any airtightness, really? I thought they did. Let's grab these. Nope, you're right. No seals. So yeah, they are vast improvement. And considering it's the same parts, there's no reason not to use them. And you have... do you have an access panel on these? I don't know if you have an access panel on these or not. It doesn't look like it. But I like the indicators much better. So you have the indicators on one side. You have the connectors on the other side. And you have a bunch of detailing on them. I mean, they just... overall, I think they're just a better battery solution. You're doing that way. I don't remember which way I had these mounted, so we're going to take those out for a second. Alright. Because I think I want... actually, it might not be a bad idea to mount them sideways. Because like I said, it'll give us a little bit of greebling. And we'll be able to see the indicators. And since this is the side of the ship we're getting up on... because you wouldn't be able to see them if they're down here. You'd have to do... Alright, I need to see how far down that ramp hangs. Let's get one battery online. Actually, let's get the one battery I know that I'm not doing anything with online. Come here, you. Right, make sure that's the only thing on our build planner. All components are successful. Alright. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I completely forgot the original vanilla small ship batteries, large, full grid small ship, or small grid large batteries. I forgot that they weren't airtight. Alright, so we've got that. And I need you to be welded up. And this is just so I have a control panel on board. So that I can do that. I need to verify how far down that thing hangs. Okay. So it's in line. It's mostly in line with the bottom of the connector, which is fine. Which means once we armor this stuff up, that should be good. Okay. So if you're hanging down like that, I want to be able to verify the battery condition when I'm getting on board. Wondering, I think if we do are you connected to anything? I don't think you're actually connected to anything. Hold on a second. If I do that, that would be bad. Okay, so let's go. Well, it'd be entertaining at least. Let's do that just to make sure. Those are just going to be placeholders for right now. And what I'm thinking here is we're going to take these guys out. We're going to do... do I want to do that? Do I just want to do half steps in? I might just do a half step in. Because if I do this, and then on that block, hopefully everything doesn't disconnect. What I was thinking is that for this block we do that. I know, I'm stuck in Greebling mode. Yeah, I think that actually is going to work. So we do something like that. That allows you to come in without the little stutter step. You can walk through. You've got room to get in, and then we'll have the bridge area here. Now this is going to basically be a single seat ship. Wow. Oh. But yeah, so this is definitely going to be a bit of a longer range scout, like heavy, like a medium combat, heavy scout kind of thing. Heavy scout is probably a better term for it. Let's see if we do take that off, because those are, for now, those are just kind of holding the whole thing together. I mean, I guess it is attached on the side. I guess I could take those off. Well, yeah, and I think that with the old intent with those batteries is that you didn't really build them as wall blocks. You built them in plate, like either encased in armor, or they were outside the ship anyway, so it didn't really matter with the new ones because of all the greebling. I think because of the detail level. And I mean, I could, if I really wanted to. Oh, you know what we can do? If we do this one, I do want different, because what I'm thinking here, something I don't have is backup power system. And so I want you're going that way, yeah. So what I want to do is I want to put an engine in. I'm going to put a hydrogen engine. And then that comes through there. And the light panel for right now. And see, these things are tiny. So I actually like these because they are just absolutely ridiculously tiny. I can get a couple of these in here and not feel bad about it. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go... Do I want to do a cluster of them? Because I could do... I think we're going to do that. I think we'll do one there, one there, and then unfortunately the pipes aren't small grid. If these things were small grid, they'd be perfect, but they're not, so I guess we'll just do that way. And so that lets us go like that. We can drop that out, put in the regular vent so that this room can pressurize. Actually, I can put that directly on the front. So we'll do this. Actually, you know what? No, let's do this on the back. I don't care if you can see the vent. I just want it to have O2 in here. And then I'm thinking we do... Because I really want to play with the new heat vents. I'm kind of wanting to play with these. Those are huge blocks. So what I'm thinking, let's get outside, is I'm thinking that what we'll do is we will go like so, and like so. That's 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do 3 of these, or I just want to do 1 of these? I may just do 1 of these. Yeah, see, I may just do that. And then we'll say that you come out of there for a second. Thank you. And like I said, this is going to be placeholder while we get everything else figured out. And all of you guys. I've been wanting to play with those for a while, and I think we'll do, on this side, we'll do the same thing, but I'm going to maybe move it forward 1. So these things don't actually have a real in-game purpose other than that they look kind of cool. So it's 1, 2, 3 forward. So that's going to come over 1. All right, so you're going to come over. So we'll end up with the heat changer here. And I want both of those vented down. And you know what? I'm just going to put that in there to hold it for now. And we'll figure that out like once we get a little further along. Okay, so that gives us a primary engine and engineering section. Our fallback power, which I may actually throw a couple of, I may throw a bank of small reactors in here, because I'll show you why. The small warframe reactors look like that. And so what I'm thinking is I may put a couple of these on here, basically just as like enrichment reactors. So you would go, if I can get you in there, oh, because the vent's there. So we could do that, that, and that, and basically those operate as jumpstart reactors. Let's get me down off there. Okay, I think we have enough to get Bob involved in this and start getting things welded up. And that way we can see what we've got. All right. I think for the front portion, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's only 1 plate. So no matter what we do, we're going to get scrap back from that. Okay. So let's paint it something. We'll go with that for now. It doesn't have to be. Ah, crap. There we go. Bob should be welding this up here. You know what? Just to keep him from wasting time on it. All right. There we go. Got to it before we got everything welded down, or grinded down. Let's get this in here. Don't type and walk with your hands full. Yep, very much so. Well, Jago, Merrick actually said early on that small grid ships were always meant to be a stopgap measure. So the way that he envisioned the game being played is that you would start somewhere, you would build a small vehicle to increase your productivity. Once you got to the point where you were building large grid structures, you basically really wouldn't use small grids for anything except for maybe like drones and stuff. They were, like you said, they were never really meant to be used the way that players use them. The problem is players being players, you know, we like the functionality. And it's kind of irritating as a player because of the fact that you know, basically there was, for lack of a better term, this emergent gameplay that came out of small grids. And because people modded it, you could use it, and so eventually they had to start supporting more features. We're hoping that in the next couple of updates, we're going to see a lot more support for small grids as viable ships. But yeah, it is unfortunate that. Okay, so if you're welded up, have you started on these guys yet? No. Okay. But yeah, it is unfortunate that it's been a huge point of contention between Keen and the community. So we'll see. Alright, so that gets us most of that in. We've got a couple of bulbs. Well, yeah, we've got a couple of bulbs on board that aren't welded up yet. We still have to do our detailing pass. I think we're going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and get some this in. I mean, this ship's going to need to be greebled to hell and back. I mean, there just is no conversation on that. What do you need? You're just going to need reactor components. I need 200. I don't know, like 210 reactor components. Let's go over here and queue these up. I want to do. Let's go and do 220 just to have them. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, the vanilla stuff, all the refineries are still there. They're still large grid only. The emergency kits are the only thing, or the survival kits are the only thing that will give you any type of functionality for small grid. And again, they're basically trying to force you into large grid builds. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to go ahead and put one more on there. Just because. I mean, I could put a heat vent there. That would kind of keep you from coming in here, though. All right. So we've got reactors online. We've got a large reactor online. I think it's time to throw a little bit of uranium in this system. Let's see here. You've got a bunch. Let's grab 30 from you. We're going to grab 10 from you. So 65. Let's grab. Oh, I can't get it out of there. I forgot. Those are in the cancel. Those are in the other grid. Let's see here. Can I get? Okay. Let's grab 20 from you. That gets us 60. I'd like to get a little bit more. Let's grab 15. Can I grab any of that? I can. Let's grab 10 from there. And basically that's the orange, which means I no, this is on a separate grid. I cancel. You're still on the other grid too. Alright, let's grab 10 from each of these. Alright, that's basically five units of uranium for each of the small reactors. Actually, I need 5 more. I can't get it from there. But I can get it from there. Alright. Okay, so like I was saying, we'll have 5 in each of the small reactors. So we'll do 5 here, 5 there, and 5 there. And then for the large reactors, that'll give us 50 in each. So we're going to split this 50 and 50. All right. Okay, so we have power. This thing's being welded up. We have to paint the hell out of this thing. Want the engines turned off as well. Gotta turn those off because as soon as we put those in, put an O2 system on board, we're gonna have an issue. Okay, and I do need to get O2 in here. Maybe I'll take that reactor out then and put the O2 in. Let's see here. So what I was thinking was the O2 system would basically tag in like that, but it needs to be fed through the back. So that might end up being this way. I mean, I could take the bob out. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I can get away with that being fed like that. I vaguely remember it having issues with pulling ice through those small connectors. I mean, I could. You know what I might do? It's 2 by 1. Trying to figure out where I can run this thing. I mean, I guess I could be a smartass and do that. Because if I did that, I could put I don't know, do I want to do this? I might do it up here. And have it up 1. So what I'm thinking here is I could do something like this. And make sure here. Come on. Let me drop down, please. Thank you. So I was thinking is maybe do something like this where we have it out like that. And then we have our seat up here. And we're going to put some stuff up here anyway. Because what I could do is I could run a line of conveyors down here. Of course, I could just build that into the sidewall too. That might be something to build into this sidewall here. Let's take this out. So if we do this, come on. So what we could do is something like this, where we go that, maybe up one. Do I want it down one or up one? I think having it up one makes sense. And so then we end up with this. Doing something like that. And then on the back side, you're built in like so. This actually gives me an area where I can get some things in and out of here. Let's go up. So we do something like that maybe. And then drop you out. Put an air vent there. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to the cargo container through there. Oh, okay, I can. Alright. So then the question comes down to is if I grab some ice, we throw some ice in there. Let's grab, we're just going to grab like 100 units of ice. I'm not trying to go absolutely crazy with it here. So this is... Alright, and then O2. Are you actually turned on? You are turned on. Using conveyors. Alright, so it can pull it. It just doesn't need to yet because everything's pressurized, so it's basically got nowhere to put it. All right. Okay, I think the ship's coming together. You guys are going to be the engineering lights. We're just going to call you Scout for now because I don't know what we're going to name the ship overall. And I kind of want to go, say, 200, I think 80 maybe. Let's bring you up to 5 meters on that. We're going to do the fall off to 3.0. Intense. Oh, that's a little intense. Okay, let's turn the intensity on those down. Intensity, drop you down to a solid 2 there, shall we? And this one I think we're going to go to 4. I have to wait for the flashing to stop, but I think that might be a good color. And as you can see, yeah, I think that'll work. That should work. There, we've got O2 on board. The only thing we don't have is gravity because I don't have a mod for gives us a small gravity generator, which I'll probably add in the next day or two. And now I need to get the lights in back here, which I think we're going to do. Let's grab this. We're going to grab light panel. I'm going to flip you back. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 of these. So I think we'll put here. I may actually do them all the way across. What's the PC count on those? 25. Oh, that could get nasty. Let's do that. And what we're gonna do is come in here, anywhere we have a control panel works. Alright, so you guys, I do not want to see you on toolbar, don't want to see you in terminal. You are going to be, what are we going to call you? I know I didn't spell that right. Oh, you know what? There we go. Oh, engine intake. That's what we're going to call it. Intake. And for you, we're going to go, I think, almost the exact opposite direction here. And so you get a little bit of detail on that, like that. Now the other thing that you can do is if you really want to play around with the engine glows like this, you can actually build them into the wall and then use the light offset to have the lighting effect glowing through the wall. That light is a little intense right now. Let's go, yeah. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to take it down to 2.5. Boost that up. We'll bring this down to 3. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a bit better. Alright. So if we do that, we can then go ahead and bring you guys in. Alright. And the reason we're doing it this way is, I'll show you really quick. Because eventually the ship is going to be painted a different color. Actually, and I do not want that texture. I want the sci-fi armor. Thank you. Here we go. And so you end up with a bit of a blue glow back there. And so what we'll end up with is the exterior of the ship may be, I don't know, like this. I haven't decided what the color scheme is going to be yet, but just to give you an idea. And then if we go in here, so you end up with something like that. So you don't really see the light in there a whole lot, but you do see the glow. So, and then you get a little bit further away. It just gives you something different to look at. But of course, this is kind of like, this ship is kind of ominous in all black. Let's do that. There we go. All right. So now the only thing really left to do is weaponing it up, greebling it, and we need to get the flight deck in here. I don't know how far out we're going to take this. I don't want to take it too far out. Because remember, it has to fit in here. We still need to get the lateral thrusters and things in. I still need a place for gyros, which I think we're going to put. Grab some space in here for the gyros. And I think we'll, you know what? Let's do them that way. That way. And something like this, maybe. And then we can have our programmable blocks. I'm gonna use at least 2 in here. So I'm thinking we'll do that one. Do one there. And then, did I put the LCD block in? No, I didn't. I have a mod that has additional LCDs, and I was thinking about putting them in to have a control panel in here, but I guess what we can do... Oh no, it does have it. Okay. LCDAdditions. Are you in here as an LCDAdditions? No. Would be nice if I had one of these that had them all on there. Let's go hub. Hub? What's that look like? Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. Yeah. Not what I'm looking for, but hey, you know what? You're 26-degree right, left overhead. Okay, so let's see what these look like. Right overhead. All right, so that would be that way. Oh, not available for small ship. Okay, so which ones are available for small ship? Frontal is, right is not, right overhead is, left overhead is. So why is that one available for small grid, but that one isn't? Whatever. All right, let's go 45's left and right. LCD. So let's see what you look like. All right, so we could do LCD panel there. And you could come out like a so. So I can do LCD, flat LCD, and 26 degree. So the right is not small grid. Right overhead is, left overhead is, and left is. Oh, crud. Okay. But the 45s are, right? Both of the 45s are small grid and roof. Okay, so if we do that and that, actually that. So if we go $45 there. $45 there. And let's drop both of those out. 45 roof. I'm not a huge fan of that. I think we can get away with that one. And then we do LCD center frontal. Because you're small. So we can do that. And then that way we have a bunch of displays out here. Yeah. And no worries, Zach. Typos are a thing. I'd really like to have the 26 on this side. I may keep the 45 there and then do the 26 on this side. Can I get to that? Ah. Let's go 26. Which one? See, and that's kind of why I wanted to use this. It's because those match up better. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get what I want from this. Yeah. I guess I'll just keep it. We'll keep the 45. It's fine. That's the left. I need the right then. No. Wondering, are you actually supposed to be? I think I may have gotten those backwards. Ah. Nope. I had them right. Okay. Alright, so we'll just do that then. And we will do the other 45. Basically move it forward. We need the 45 left. You go there. And we'll move that one. Ah, crud. Come on. Damn oddball hitboxes. There we go. I'll do that one there. And then if I need to, I can always put lights or something in the backspace. It does give us options for things, but it's nice having a bit of a bit more of a information system here. All right, so go ahead and do that. And I want to get the control seat in. Thinking and come through. I kind of want it. Let's change the paint job really quick so that Bob ignores this for now. If we go forward one, how does that look? That could be a thing. Let's take these off here really quick. Oh, you know what else I don't have in here yet? I need that. Almost forgot the most important thing. Breakfast. All right. You are rather massive. And you only hook up on those two sides. So I mean, I could... what I may do is I may need to tuck that down in somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. That goes that way. That goes that way. Let's grab parts for it really quick. See how it looks. All right. Really interesting. All right. So. Apparently I had a display on me anyway. Okay. So then that is going to be... That's going to come out. We want... Where's my mini? There it is. There. You're going to come out. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. And you'll go there. Can I still get in? Not really. But that's okay. It's really only here for RP because you can't do anything in there anyway. So. Okay, what are you trying to... Let's get all this welded up. Oh, I forgot. There's one behind it. I forgot because I am silly. Okay. Let's grab parts. And that's it. Okay. It's piped in. All right, so that means we actually have a food supply on board. That's important. Oh. So from here, it might be kind of wanting it to go forward just a little bit more. All right. That's okay. We'll make it work with what we've got. It's fine. All right, so let's get you out. That should be... I may move it a little bit further forward. I'm thinking... Let's use you. Let's bring you forward to there, I think. Yeah, to there should be good. And then from there, we're going to go... See, I'd love to put an advanced rotor in. But unfortunately, the small grid version of advanced rotors are bloody huge. I mean, look at that. That is just ridiculous. They do not need to be that large. So what I'm thinking is we are going to go small hinge. Because I don't need it to have a full 360. I don't need to have full 360 support. All I need it to be able to do is we say do that. We rotate you that way. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a custom turret out of this, which is one of the... actually, can I build... Should have checked this before I came up with this idea. You do have a small... Oh, look at you. Absolutely perfect. Okay, because I think you will fit back there. Yeah? Yeah. So we can do that, or I can even take them vertical. Are you airtight? This thing is actually airtight. Oh, that's even better. Okay, that makes this whole thing so much better. So we can actually throw you into the wall. Actually, let's put you your door, but you are wall space. All right. So now we can go like so. We now have custom turret controls. Haha. All right. And since we have custom turret there, we can then say do that. And I think we're going to do, let's go, do we want autocannon? Assault cannon or autocannon? $800 meters versus 1,400 meters. I think we're going to go with the assault cannon for these. We're going to put one there. And one there. And then that means we'll be able to bring this out a little bit further. Let's swap you. Let's bring it out 2 more. And then what we can do is we can actually put like some of the shield stuff in here. We still need to get the shield stuff in here too, don't we? Let's grab shield controller and shield emitter. I need one for the small grid. You're a pressurizer. All right. Oh, look at you! Aren't you cute? All right. So I'm thinking we'll end up sticking something like this. Maybe. Do I want to be a really cheeky bastard? I think I want to be a really cheeky bastard. I wonder if we can get away with putting that there. I don't know if that'll qualify for being able to see. Hey, look, more people looking for booting. Nice. Come on. That's fine. And do that. And that one goes away. Boop. And that one goes away. Hey, look at that. See, the bots have got tolerances built into them. They're no longer being tricked by the... Alright, so we've got the large cannons on board. I think we're going to do... let's do... how do I want to do this? Alright, so I think if we go... Is there anywhere I can... I guess I could pipe in here. So what I'm thinking is I could go something like that. We'll just run, actually. Now, I don't want to use cargo boxes in here because if there's ammo in those cargo boxes, ammo is explosive. So I'm trying to figure out how can I do this and not be a ridiculous threat to myself. Let's drop you out for now, and I think we should be able to get away with that to there. And so we'll just do something like this. All right. Whoop. And we'll do the same on the other side. Be nice if we could actually walk through there, and then that leaves us where we can put a turret on it. Let's grab some turret in here. Could do salt cannon turrets. I think we'll do assault cannon turrets. Drop you out for right now. Autocannon. So yeah, I think if we do assault cannons here, And we'll do the same over on this side, I think. And for down below, we'll have a couple of things piped in down here as well. So I'm thinking, I might actually just pipe straight across, because there's going to be a layer of armor here. So we're going to have basically that. And then, I mean, I could even put 2 of these bad boys in here. How ridiculous would that be if we did 2 of those? And then, oh, it's just too close. I'd only be able to get 1 in because of the size of the grid. Okay. I mean, I could build custom turrets, and then set them up with AI. That could be entertaining. Yeah, in a bad way. Alright, let's turn those off for now. Hey Zach, how you doing? Hey Kaylin, welcome to the stream. Hope you all having a fantastic day. We're trying to figure out our weapon placement here. I guess we do that, and then on this side basically we'd have the same thing. It's probably something going to go away there. So you have that, and these guys will be piped in. That gets us quite a bit of firepower on board, and then we're going to do over here, we're going to basically, you guys are going to come out. Actually you are, I don't need that. Right, yeah, I don't need that. Okay. Alright, so if you're doing that, alright. Alright, so that goes in, gives us another mounting position. And I just need to figure out where I'm piping in from into that now. I guess I could take it up that way. I could take it up from there over. Should be there. Right? Did I hit that right, or did I hit the wrong guy? I did. Awesome. Which means that comes out, that comes out, and that goes there. Okay, so if we then, let's go ahead and bring our conveyors back up. Drop that out. Let's do that. And here we go up. Do I just want to go ahead and put a conveyor in there? Like an actual conveyor block? See, I'm trying to not use conveyor blocks as much as I used to. But, and then there will be ammo. There will be armor over all of this. To seal this in, we'll have a turret up here. Salt cannon. Assault cannon. Let's see what we got for turrets here. artillery, but you're not. I need you to be small grid. Autocannon. 800 meters. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll go autocannons. I mean, I could always use the MA stuff. These things are just hilarious, though. 30 millimeter ammo, 1250. So basically, you have something like that. Maybe I'll put those down on the bottom. Yeah, I think we'll put those down on the bottom. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and do that. So if we have you guys like so. Is that center? That looks center. Okay. And you guys like so. And see, they are using the medium connectors, so that's why I had to put the splitters in. We go from you guys to there to there, and you're going to do the same one here. There we go. And like I said, there will be a layer of armor on this. Actually, it's going to be 2 layers of armor and some basically armor skids. And then do assault cannon, because you're assault cannons, right? Yeah, you're an assault cannon. Okay. Had to make sure. There we go. And so the ones on the top will be sunk into the armor plating a wee bit. So basically on the back here, we're going to have... Oh, I can't get armor. Oh, really? Those are going to have to come up then. Yeah, those are going to have to come up. Have to come up 1 block. All right. Which isn't a huge issue, because we already have everything else set up. We just need these to come up 1. Do I want to put a splitter on there? Yeah, we'll put a splitter on there just because. I don't know why. Something about having a splitter on there makes it entertaining, because I'll show you in a second. So you get a cannon. You get a cannon. All right, so we've got ridiculous numbers of chain guns on the bottom. We've got heavy cannons on the top, and we have ridiculous cannons on the front. Like, I think it should be okay. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Oh, I am enjoying this Monday afternoon. All right. All right, let's get the rest of this in. I want to go ahead and get this portion of it at least sealed in and get it basically ready to go. What I'll probably do is let's go ahead and do this. And we'll do this. All right. Let's see, how's that looking? That's looking pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna go. Wrong one. Want that block. And I want 1 light over here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put another, actually, put another light right there. And using the new light panels, which surprisingly are airtight. How's that for messed up? All right. For you, we're going to go like that. And we're going to go that way because I want the light to cast down the hallway. Do the same thing here. Alright, and we're going to have this come forward one more because I want to have it mostly done. There we go. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get away with building some seating into this, or are we gonna have to? I think we're gonna have to do it the other way, which is fine. I don't mind too much. Let's go like so. Yes. I had to stop and think about what I was doing here for a second. And yes. All right. 2, 3, 4. All right. And then you are going to be like so. Like so. And I want you guys something like that. And so what we're going to do is that's going to come in. We're going to take this block out. We're going to put a transition piece in. So we go like so. And that should actually take care of most of it. Now on this side we'll just, what we'll do is we'll have this fade back in on it so that it'll go, let me show you. Show you what we're talking about here. So this will end up coming back this way to there. So it's 1, 2. So if we go that way. So I could do it. I know what we're going to do. Let's get you out for a second. Drop you in. And we'll do it this way. And then that basically allows us to have this textured all the way down. But it gives us an idea of where our lines are. And that's what I'm really looking for right now. And now what we'll do here is we want the cockpit to be sealed, so we're going to kick this over. We're going to grab this guy and we're going to bring it back 2 blocks. And that gives me room to sculpt around it. Because I'm thinking this is probably going to be a pain in the butt. So we're going to do that. We'll flip you to there, and I'm thinking just to keep it somewhat simple. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Actually, no, I have to change that out. I'm going crazy. All right, so I want this to actually be these guys. Nope, wrong way. This guy. I want it to go that way. and that way so that I can build, basically I need to build the where the windows are going to go, so that we have this whole thing is basically going to be a glass cockpit. You're going to come out of there. I actually want you, maybe? Question mark, question mark. Let's see here. 3. And you'll come up that way. You'll come up that way. Flip this around. To there. All right. And then that means most of this can come out. What we'll do is I'll restructure some of this to give us a little bit of shrouding over it. But for the most part, I think that's going to get us where we need to be. All right, so if we go... Let's go this way with it. Yeah. All right, and then we can come back with this. I'm gonna have to grab some parts here. I mean, there's always the bridge slopes. I haven't really played around with these yet. Oh, they're large grid only. That's why I haven't played around with them. Okay, so if we do, I need the 2x1s. So we're gonna have a 2x1 slope. So basically we're gonna do that with another one stacked with another one stacked. I need girders. Let's get these guys going here. Yep, they figured it out. All right, so let's do that. I really hate YouTube. Whenever you try to do something as far as like administration is concerned, you get all these little pop-ups. And so it just makes everything really annoying. What they need to do is start blocking IP blocks. Okay. So if we go, actually, you know what I may do? Let's do it this way. Let's go fancy. Can I get away with this? I wonder. Because that'll give me... I don't know if I'll be able to mount that there. I'm not going to be able to mount that one. But if we take that, we go, where's my 1x1s? Here's my 1x1s. Okay. And I need one more. Here are the 2x1s. I don't want the 2x1s. I want the... Actually, no. Do I want 2x1s? I mean, because I guess if I did this, I guess we could do that. To there. Because we do that, we do that. You become that. And then I need... What'd I do? Would I flip these? No. Wondering if I go how I want to do this. Because you're 3 blocks. So if I do that, and we go, I guess that does make the most sense for right now. So if we do something like this, that's going to go 1 block up. I'm trying to figure out how I want to get these to attach, because I need it basically to match up with that area. So I'd have to bring it down to there. So if I do... So if I get like that, and if we bring that around, let's try this. So if that goes to there, that'll be too high by 1 line. Needs to come down 1. Okay. Alright, so if we do that to there, and that's cutting through. Damn, I need to make that, I do need to move that out 1. Because basically what I'm thinking is we're doing something like this. But because of the hitbox, I need to move all of this up 1 block. So that would be there. Oh, come on. Yeah. To there, to there, down to there. So it'd end up with, you'd end up with something like that. Actually, you. To there. Yep. Okay, so if we go with that idea, that means we can get you in there. This is so much easier in creative mode. There. Alright, and so then that stacks up. So can I get your touch there? So if I take you guys out, can I get rid of you? I can. That goes there. And basically we'll have this one here, which falls in line with our exterior, which is what we're planning for. Okay. And then for this one, we flip it around like so. And I need it to go out the other way. Just going to be that way. All right, so now that we have that, we do the same here. We flip you around and flip you around. And so we basically build that line out. So we now know where our line needs to go. For this, it's going to be, you guys are going to go, if I take you out, okay. We're going to bring that forward. Need to get out my own damn way. Bring that forward. And we're going to repeat that process, hopefully putting them in the right spot. And then that comes straight back. To at least there. Actually, we'll probably just run that straight back and just do that. We're going to rinse and repeat on this side, doing the same thing. Okay, so if I do this right now, that's going to split that out. So you get a computer. Oh, out of water. And there we go. Hey John, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know, right? The counterbots are horrible. YouTube has really crappy chat controls. I can filter specific text, but I can't say, but like, because they use a bunch of tiny URL style systems. So I can't keep up on everything that they're doing all the time, which is unfortunate. Basically, I can block a specific link format, but that would be all I'd be able to do. I wouldn't be able to stop them from doing it. Can we really not place on that anymore? Huh. Not. So let's take you out. But yeah, it's really irritating because you would think that, you know, they'd be able to do as bad as like Twitch's. It's like, at least, you know, Twitch has got some kind of auto moderation on it that actually works. YouTube, not so much. But it's okay. We'll make it work. All right. And I can't do that because it's going to split the block somewhere. All right, so if I have... Okay, so I can do that. Now here's where we're gonna get a little cheeky with it. And you know what, drop that for now. We're gonna do corner light right there. Now I should be able to take that out. Nobody tell Keen about that, by the way. Oh, man. All right, so once we got to the point where you've got a straight line like that, we can get away with doing either the 2x1 slopes. Actually, no, we have to do the 45s, which is fun. So we're just basically doing this. Oh, I forgot. I need to do the inverse of you guys. I forgot. That's a thing. Other way. Other way on the wheel. Right. Why are you now giving me crap here? Okay. We basically need to build that down into a flat line. Once we have it, we'll be okay. You can be 45s, but you are going to be the other way. And then I just need the 2x1. And I should be able... Alright. And what I may do is, since we've got that there, I'm thinking, can I get away with this? Nope. All right, so yeah, we'll have to do the window there then. Okay, that's fine. I don't really mind that. Let's go with something like that, maybe. No, come here you go. And those are all going to come out. All right, because we're going to mount those onto the surface for the exterior going up. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So you guys go there, go there. Hey, you guys are going to go there. There. I need a girder. I used all my girders, really? Alright. Do I have any girders left? No, I don't. Okay, so we're going to have production, station assembler, and just make 1,000 girders. It's not like I don't have the iron for them. Alright. Scrap. Let's drop all this stuff off since I don't need it. Okay. So you're going to go there, and then we start with the face windows, which are going to be this way. I need you on the outside. Yeah, okay. Need to grab some girders. I thought I had girders. I do have girders. What do you need? Why are you saying I can't build you then? You don't like where the block is placed. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll do that for now. Basically, I just need them to give me a place to attach to. I need a you there. You there. Take that out. And oh, I need you to be that way. I need you to be on the right side. There you go. So you go there. You go there. And then I need that way. 2x1. And 2x1. Okay. Now, we are going to paint the entire ship white again, because we can. And Bob should start welding this all up. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that gets us in here. And then basically in this area, all we're doing is I'm going to wrap this in. And I'm thinking I'm going to... Can I get the seat? What do we have for seats? No. I want the bench, I think, right? Yes. I can finally use the damn bench. All right. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put... let's put a bench there, and we'll put another one over here. And that way, when you have multiple people, you'll actually have somebody in the cockpit flying this thing. You'll have the ability to have people running around in the back of the ship. I might actually move that up one block. That bench seems to sit a little low, so maybe move it up one. When you're sitting down in it, oh no, I guess scale-wise it's right. It just feels weird. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some of this in. And like I said before, I'm going to come back after I get basically the ship mostly done. Because what I want to do is come back and sculpt a lot of this out so that it looks a little bit better. It's not all these flat spaces in here. But we need to get the basics of things going for now. You are going to go up over. Okay, so we need to remember to come back and deal with that. I may put a window back there behind it. Oh, come on. All right. So hopefully get as much of this closed in as possible today. And so what I'm thinking for this area, I'll show you here in a second. We're talking about, yeah, do that. So you know how the hip block or the hip box for this is up to here. So what I'm thinking is for this one, we'll do something like this on both sides. I'm going to see if that lets me get in and out of there. And I may do the same on the edge so that all of these things are basically the same. So if we do, let's see how this looks. I'm not sure how this is going to look, so. And we have corner blocks for that, so let's get that out here. So you'll go that way, you go that way. Yeah, I'm liking that. It opens it up a little bit, makes it a little bit easier to deal with the space here. Dude. Alright. Let's see if we can get the last few of these in. So if we do that, that, and that. Flip those around. And you are going to go that way to that way. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Wondering, are those light? Okay, those light panels are producing light. All right, just making sure. And you need what, glass? I'm guessing. You need lots of glass. What do you need? Displays. Okay. Those are easy to do. Alright. And then that just leaves, once we get this in, the only thing we have to do is really get the, let's go ahead and do 100 of those and, I don't know, like 1,000 of those. Hey Brian, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So at this point, it's just finishing the skin, getting the lateral and the vertical controls in. I need to get retro thrusters, which I'm honestly thinking are probably going to be tucked in here. So what I'm thinking is something. Let's grab the new. Whoop, wrong one. That's not the one I want. Those are okay. We're going to change the paint on these so that Bob doesn't weld them up. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is we're probably going to just tuck these in down here. So we'll end up with, actually, so if we go one in from there, so if we do that and that sits within the skin area. I'll load one there and one there. Right. And then that'll get us forward and retro. And then we just need lateral and vertical. And I'm thinking for those, not sure how I want to run those. Those are probably going to be small thrusters. So I may cut them into the sides here, or may even cut them in back here. I don't know yet. We'll see. All right, so for now, I'm going to say thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you and chatting today. Like I said, I'm not really sure which way we're going to take all of the ongoing designs for the ship, but that's okay. Because, you know, that's what we're here for. Oh, anyway, jokes aside, I want to thank you all. Seriously, had a lot of fun hanging out with you. And I don't think that's the way I want it to go. I want it to go that way? Yeah, that way. Oh, we'll let Bob work on this stuff. I will get things a little bit better sorted for us and situated when we come back later this week. We have the new Leaky O2 series video should be out tomorrow. I may do that as a live stream again. We may just make that like a Tuesday live stream thing. I've been enjoying that. Oh, come on, dude. No. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, well, you know the routine. We will see you back here probably tomorrow, at least Wednesday for this one. Anyway, I'm heading out. I am tired. I need to go take a nap. So, as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.